White is beer game.
Brews and Banter Podcast. Brews and Banter Podcast. What up? Welcome to Brews and Banter Podcast. I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, is the legendary Brew Crew. What up, fellas?
I got water, I got juice or whatever. He's like, got any twin legs? Matter of fact, I do.
My question to everybody is,
Does Delaware have an actual culture?
this is the podcast that we talk about beer, but we also talk about a lot of things that's happening in the world, politics, movies, anything really that comes to our mind while we're here sampling these brews. Grab a drink and pull up a chair.
Tukey, sound high no more. Give me another L. Yeah, my G6 just kicked in. The J teams kicked in. I don't come down, I go up again. Stand over, throwing it in. Just feel like I'm breaking it in.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hi.
Okay. What up? Welcome to Brews and Banter Podcast, where the topic is the rockin' and the brew. We're happy to fume, and I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, the legendary Brew Crew. What's going on, fellas?
Yo, what up?
There's a delay. It's me.
Hey guys, how y'all doing out there?
This is episode 199. 199? Are you out of your mind? Right. 199 of Bruising Banter Podcast, which means we are down to the wire. Episode 200 is coming up March 25th at March Beer Project. So if you are in the area from 5 to 9, we will be hanging out at March Beer Project. There's going to be a food truck. Beer release from that we did with on March. If you RSVP on the link in our bio on IG, it automatically enters you into a raffle that we have some pretty cool tickets to give away to different events and maybe some swag as well. So if you are in the area, remember March 25th at March Beer Project, Warwick, Delaware, from 5 to 9 p.m. We'll be celebrating our 200th episode live recording. It starts at 7 p.m. So if you ain't there, I'm not sure why, because now you know.
Yo, I think I'm going.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. It's gonna be a good time.
I got a conflict in schedule appointments.
Oh, shit. Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna do my best.
Lie. Use a lie.
I'll be there. I'm gonna be there early.
Early, leave late, or early,
man.
early be there, early or stay late, or whatever it is.
Yo, I mean,
Maybe just leave on time.
I don't know, whatever you want to do. All right. Well, this is episode 199. Like I said, we do have a great guest with us this evening, this afternoon, this morning, or whenever you watching this or listening to the podcast. If this is your first time listening, welcome. If you're a returning listener or viewer, thanks for your support.
Hello again.
And
Yeah,
hello
hi.
again.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. When I first looked at Lou's drawing up under his name, I thought he was selling something.
Yeah, it did. I had to read it twice. I was like, what?
$199 for 200 perks in 6 days?
Oh man, I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not a drug dealer, guys. I'm a terrible drug dealer.
I didn't know what was going on. I had to read it twice, but I was like, oh.
Me too. I was like, oh, okay. I see.
All right. Well, we do have a great guest. Like I said, we have the founder of Black Girls Hike 2. We have Steffi the Lights. I'm going to bring her in to the podcast with a round of applause.
Welcome.
Listen,
Yay.
guys. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the podcast. We are glad you are here. We're excited to know. We love when we have Black women on to tell us about what they're doing.
We do.
And, we like to celebrate the Black woman
Period.
all the time.
It is Black Women's History Month.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We still in it. Black Women's History Month.
Yeah. So it's only right that we close our month out before the 200. But with a Black woman on here to tell us about all that. But before we get into all that, we'd like to know what everybody is drinking on. So, and we always start with a yes. So, Stephanie, what are you drinking on as you knock it off the table?
You ain't drinking it no more.
You know, when I found your podcast, I was like, guys, it seems so professional. It seems like this is the way I need to go. I need to get my swag together. My podcasting swag literally sucks. I got 2 bottles of liquor, 1 wine from last night's party, my hot girl party. And then I know you didn't even ask yet, but I'm going to tell you why it keeps living, because it's ghetto. The setup here is not giving professional. And an orange liquor bottle. So if if I move, then I move. You know, we're gonna work it out. But let's have that.
That's all right. So what are you drinking on today?
Right after all of that, orange liqueur.
Orange liqueur.
Orange liqueur.
I mean, you said it right the first time.
I was going to ask, is orange liqueur orange? But no, it's not. It's clear.
It's
white?
Clear lemonade. It's that with lemonade. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Orange liqueur with lemonade.
So it makes like a orange lemonade type of thing. Is that?
I wasn't even trying to do anything. I literally, when you said about your boy clocking in way too late, that was me. Like I was just like, let me hurry up and just get something to sit down with. So I didn't even think like actual
Appreciate the
drink.
honesty.
I'm like, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get it done. You feel me?
Right, I heard that.
Right.
That's what I said. That's what I say every episode when I'm late.
You say it when you're on time too.
I'll do it. Put down a t-shirt.
No, seriously.
All right. Yo, what you drinking on?
Yo,
Master of me.
I
Of
wish
me.
I wish
Master
it
of.
was. I wish it would skip me, right? Because I had a bad accident, right?
Oh, I forgot.
I fixed it. I fixed it though. I think it's because I'm fucking around with these. I don't know. I got a sweet tooth or something. I got another smoothie joint. This the
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
yeah,
That's
smoothie
fun.
margarita, right? It's a mango peach joint, right? Y'all know where it's from. It's Imprint Brewing out of Hatfield, PA.
Did you go up there or you bought that at the liquor at
Man,
the shop?
I had this. I want to say I got it from one of them liquor stores. Yeah.
Right now you can get it in the shop. And
I'm not buying cases no
Ain't nobody
more.
going the hell all the way up there. But this is what it looks like in the glass.
Oh,
I got a Boost and Banter glass.
Oh man.
I was like carrot juice.
That motherfucker.
Right.
That girl thick. She's thicker than the mom.
She got a body on her.
All right.
But yeah, it looks like
Don't make me laugh.
Oh, you gonna mess up her own setup.
yo, I know. Don't make me laugh.
I gotta stay still. All I can do is move my mouth. I can't move nobody parts but my mouth.
Yo. Oh my God. What
Yeah,
time's commercial break?
No, we go straight through, girl. Ain't no editing either. We don't edit nothing.
No.
All them falls, every time it falls, it's on you.
We out here. I understand. Okay, let's go. We in it. Go.
Yo, I still don't know what the ABV is on this thing, so I don't know how much alcohol in this thing. I think it's like 6.5 or something.
Do they tell you normally?
Nah, it don't say.
Okay,
on there.
okay.
Sometimes it says on the
It says it on like the website
On
or
the
something.
website, yeah,
Right.
but never
Yeah,
on the can.
Yeah, but I mean, it takes exactly what it said.
Yo,
It tastes
you
like peaches and mango.
I got a question for you, Yoda. You a fan of Imprint? You always got them on here. Do they ever make anything that you drink other than the smoothies? Like, do you like their other styles?
Yeah.
You enjoy, so you do enjoy the other styles, but it's just the smoothies is so unique to them.
Yeah, because you can get other styles from other places.
Right, exactly.
So it's like,
but I just wanted to know if you
them other
enjoyed. I just
smoothies.
wanted to know if you enjoyed the other styles and flavors that they have.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's
Yo,
up.
it's crazy. When I poured, I said I fucked up because when I poured this, I poured this straight. Like it wasn't no tilt, no nothing. I just poured it. So next thing I know, all this is bubbling from.
Yo, how many podcasts have you
up
done?
there? Yo, like a billion.
And
190.
Yeah. Are you out of your mind? Did you ever pour a beer before?
Yo,
Yo,
I'm just asking, man. You should have some
Next,
experience in this.
Next,
All
next,
right,
who's
my
next?
bad. All right.
He tried to come at me.
Rob,
Hey,
what you
dude.
drinking, Rob?
Oh, what you drinking? Oh, it's me, actually.
I mean, he said move on.
Yeah, what you got, man?
I got today. I just crush a lot. It's this is what it looks like on the can. Can y'all
I
see
don't
that?
know what that say.
You gotta do
There you go.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. I just crush a lot.
I
see
just
all
crush
that.
a lot.
See
I
some
ain't gonna
Crocs
play.
Crocs crushing. That's
Oh,
blueberries right there, and that's lemons right there. It's a
Yo,
blueberry
Pun
lemon
was not-
hibiscus tart ale.
Oh shit.
Oh Lord, wait, this got exciting.
That
Yeah, this
sounds
is
good.
what it looks like in my little thing right here.
Yeah, that looks like some fine wine.
Yeah, it's really tart. It's really ale-y. Calvert Brewing Company is the brewers that make it. Y'all know where Calvert is? They don't have the name, the town or
It's
nothing.
in Maryland. It's like
I
around
thought so.
the Bowie area.
I thought it was in Maryland, but yeah, it doesn't say. But yeah, it's brewed with hibiscus, blueberries, and lemons. It's 5.0% alcohol by volume. It's fucking delicious, man. This is right up my goddamn alley. My Negro palate is calling my name on this. This is so
Negro
sweet.
palate.
Yeah, man. This is delicious. This tastes like alcoholic Kool-Aid with a little bit of bubblies on the top, man. This
Yo,
is
one thing I
delicious.
don't like though is that they know damn
What's up?
well that Pun did not wear no Crocs. So why are they talking about I just crush a lot with the Crocs on?
So this is what I'm gonna say though. If Pun, God rest his soul, was still alive,
you think he'd be rocking Crocs?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my God,
he would be on stage in Crocs. He would be in every video. Pun would love Crocs, even with the weight loss that he was on his way to. He would be 180 pounds with fucking Crocs on every day.
I don't know, man.
Everybody, I don't have a pair of Crocs, but everybody says they're comfortable as hell.
I love Crocs. They're great.
So why wouldn't Big Pun wear Crocs?
It gives leaning. It gives leaning.
He might wear he might wear Crocs
it does.
in the house.
But you got to remember, Big Pun had lost 100 pounds before he passed away. Maybe he was going to lose 100 more. So let's say Big Pun is a muscular 220, maybe. Huh?
I love that. If we could ever have that for Pun, that would have been great. But
remember, he was smaller before.
Huh?
He was like a model type nigga.
Yeah,
before.
he was a bodyguard.
Really?
Before he started rap, before he got in a car accident, and that's when he got big.
Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you guys. I learned something new every day.
Cheers.
I literally did. I didn't know that.
Yeah, years of hip hop. Hey,
yeah, for sure. But yeah, I see where you was going with the Pun and no Crocs. Because it's kind of, it may be a little bit of appropriation. Maybe is that what you were going?
No, I was just saying leaning as far as when.
Because a big guy.
Because it just doesn't. Sometimes they get too worn into. You get what I'm saying, and it just wasn't.
But I feel like Pun would have a lot of different Crocs. He wouldn't be wearing.
My Crocs don't lean.
Change your Crocs. Change
my Crocs is straight.
How much do Crocs cost? Get a couple pair.
Yeah, it's about 60.
$60 for them for holes in your shoes.
Man, $60 for comfort.
Yeah,
Luke is comfortable.
Every step I take, I'm just getting a massage.
Right, they got the little bubbles. Got the bubbles on the bottom of them. So every time you
massage.
I love these Crocs, man. I love Croc stock. The Croc stock is good.
Yeah. All right. Did you say pass me another? I ain't hear you.
Pass me another. I said this shit is fucking delicious. This shit is fucking delicious. It's killing all. It's all in my sweet tooth. I love it, man. This is really, really good. If you have a sweet tooth, you like sweet beers, this is something really good to taste.
Yeah, we both got some.
Pass me another if I didn't say it.
Yeah, I got you.
Rob G, the master of the podcast.
Yes, sir.
For the 199th time.
Yes.
What are you drinking on today, sir?
I'm actually drinking on it's a beer from actually down the block, Wilmington Brew Works. There it is. It is the Old Red. It is a alt beer. It's if you didn't know, it's German. The alt is old, so it's the old brewing style. It's a mixture actually of a hybrid of a ale and it's ale yeast, but they use like a lagering process. So it's an alt beer. It's but it's an older style brewing style in Germany. This is, I don't know what ABV it is, but the can work was, I think it was I guess it was a contest from Meals on Wheels. There were contests and somebody won an opportunity to design the can, and they wanted their dog on the can or something like that. So that's why dog is on the can.
People love their pets, man.
Yeah, so there it is, Old Red. They wanted the dark German style, so there it is, and here it is.
Was the dog named Old Red?
I guess so. I don't know. I'm assuming I'm gonna go with a yes.
That sounds like a dog name to me.
It does. Old Yeller, Old Red, Old Black.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. His name is the dog's name is Old Red. His and it's old, no OL, not Old Red.
Yeah, we have to be with the apostrophe, right?
Yeah.
Like OE.
Faithful friend, loyal companion. It was the they had the ultimate tailgate, and that was one of the auction gifts to make a beer and design the paint artwork as well, or contribute, and that's what it was. But it's a good beer if you like alt beers or German style beers. This is definitely a good one. So shout out to them, the Brew Works, and I'm going to pass me another as well. All right, after we've had our ventures into knocking drinks over and apparatuses over, we're going to get into why we are here this evening. Pretty much we like to know what? What did I say?
Steffi getting ready. Steffi getting ready for her close up. Go ahead.
As she should.
All right. Well, without further ado, Steffi the Light, tell us who you are, where you at, where you been, and how you got here. So once again, we want to give you the floor. The floor is yours. So once again, we want to welcome Steffi the Light to the podcast.
Thank you so much for coming on.
I ain't gonna lie. I got a question off the bat. I ain't gonna lie. I just got a question before you.
Damn, I ain't even say nothing. Let's go.
Not one word. Nah, she ain't even say her name.
I ain't even say nothing. I like this for us though. Let's
I need to know what Steffi the Light means.
Ooh, I love that for you, that you would want to start there because it's quite a story. So let's open up. 2020. You ready for your answer? 2020. I don't know how it did for you all. Long and short of it for me was I was a wife, mother, an employee, a friend, and all those things and all those roles. Let's add in tutor, chef, maid, and all these other roles that we play was in now one space. So whereas I would go and clock out somewhere and do just the job, I was clocking in at the computer, but then also preparing dinner. Then I was also washing clothes, and then I was making sure my baby was upstairs. I swear to God, y'all, you're not going to believe me. I swear to you, I tell no lies. I try not to. I tell no lies. The teacher called me one time. My daughter teacher called me and said, listen, your daughter, can you just tell her to get out of the corner? We see her putting lipstick on. Can you just tell her to come back to her computer? How the hell do you get a call from your teacher and you right upstairs in your bedroom? Why is this happening to me? And that was funny because as I was putting lipstick on, that's what popped in my head. Like me and my daughter, right? You are ill prepared for school. Now you are doing some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, at any rate, 2020 was locked in, and honestly, y'all, the walls were caving in on me. I am literally a country girl from Salem, New Jersey. I love to be outside. I love to have a good time, and I was feeling stifled. I love to talk to people, get to learn different stories and things like that. And although we were finding a way to do it inside, all my life choices, the things that I had basically realized I settled for and sacrificed, dreams and aspirations, hit me just all at once. It gave nervous breakdown, it gave depression, it gave anxiety. I was 300 pounds at the time. I'm 5'5", round, uncomfortable, knees hurting, back hurting. I was only 35 at the time. You feel me? And so I'm like, you know what, Lord, I'm not okay with where I'm at. And in my spirit, I just felt like, well, go do the things that you used to do before, all of this. As a child, what did you enjoy doing? I want to be outside. So I went outside. I felt the sunshine. I felt I heard the creek. I felt the wind. And I said, oh my God, this is peace. I remember this feeling. I remember this feeling of tranquility, of being silly, of being myself. And I said, other Black women need to feel this. And you know what? Well, I don't know how you guys move with your business, but me, I'm like, let me just start an Instagram page. Let me just go tell some people, take some pictures and show what happened. And then it started growing. And then people, there we go.
Well,
She got into us. She was in the groove, in the pocket.
Yeah.
That's-
definitely
she
was in the
is
pocket.
stuck.
Oh,
She
she's
is.
on.
What do we have?
Oh wait, here we go.
there you
We
go.
back. We back.
Right there. Come on, keep praying, y'all. Come on, saints. Come together with us. She back.
Person.
She back. So, long and short of it, that's where the group started. And so it's been growing ever since, guys. That's literally the long and short of it. It was a place of pain for me. And I just got resolution out of being back outside.
And so the light part is outside in your name.
Right. Back to your question. So remember that depression.
All right.
You remember that depression I was talking about? Depression is darkness.
Uh-huh.
And one of my last anniversaries, I was up in New York. We're about to take the ferry, and I kept hearing within myself as I'm just showering, just feeling really peaceful. You are the light, so be the light. You are the light, so be the light. You are the light, so be the light. You can't keep looking for light in darkness. It's not going to be there. You are sent literally here to be light in darkness. So you got to shine. You got to illuminate within yourself. And ever since then, I mean, it's every time I say that, it sounds so simple to me now. But then it took me literally days to
it's like an awakening.
Baby,
okay,
you better say that word because that's exactly
it's like
what it was.
Like I'm gonna go right off your thing. Like it's like being they always say the light at the end of the tunnel, but you don't need a light at the end of the tunnel if you are the light in the tunnel, because you need to find out what's in the tunnel so you can get through the curve. All tunnels ain't straight, so you need to find out where's the light at the end of the tunnel if it's a curve. I gotta be the light to find my way. Steffi the light. It's the same. It's the same awakening. I had the same thing. I know exactly what you're talking about. You're moving me right now.
Yes.
Go ahead. Keep on going. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I mean, that's pretty much where it starts, and it's just never going to end. Like I keep having these great moments and these things where even something like this, I am one who very much is interested in spreading this message and debunking this myth that the woods is not for Black people, or, again, I've had a lot of debates, and it's like, well, Seth, let's not act like we haven't had the best history in the woods, right? And so I made the paper, our local newspaper here in Delaware. I live in Middletown, but the news journal is throughout the state. And, I'm going online before I could the comments were like, well, who told you couldn't go outside to the woods? Like, who told you could? Excuse me. This is not anything external. This is more so the title. I know it's like a declaration. Black girls hike too. Exclamation point. What I'm saying, this is an internal declaration to my community. Saying, girls, we got this. You know how many times these girls are talking, I ain't doing no lap them snakes. Steph, you got me. Like, it's real. I'll be in the trenches arguing with these girls, like, girl, but you're going to try it though. You get what I'm saying? Like, you didn't even try it, and you telling me what you're afraid of, sis. I don't like that for you because you're blocking experiences. Now I've connected with, I'm about to tell you all my business. Hold up. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So now I'm connected with the most support that I've gotten with this has been people out of my state DMing me saying, yo, watch this. 2 months within in the Instagram page, somebody, white lady, forget her name, it's been a couple years, but DM me and said, we're looking for BIPOC, Black, Indigenous people of color to lead an Alaskan expedition. We hope that you'll apply. All expenses paid. You'll get to hike. You'll get to kayak, canoe, hike, camp, terrain, the Arctic, the mount, all of it, y'all. I applied. I got accepted. I was going through my separation at that time. I went to Alaska, all expenses paid, and it was literally a life-changing trip for me. It was not a vacation. This was what they say, when becoming an adult, you understand why Martin became Brother Sunflower or whatever he called. That was one of them. It was one of them. It was one of them experiences. It was one of those, like, come to Jesus, come to God, come to understand how big and important you are in this universe, but how small and unimportant you are at that same time. So it's what you choose, how you want to do it, because you don't gotta be important, but at the same time, know that you are. So it's just, ever since then, I've been connecting with just amazing people, and it's just been going up,
I would have thought it was a scam. It's Miami up in
Yeah, that is true.
To Alaska in 2020. All expense paid to Alaska in 2020.
It was
2021.
2021. By
Still,
2021.
we still heavy in the COVID. That could be a hunting experiment.
But
I've been nervous.
She
but
took
let
a
me
chance
address
though.
But in research, and you gotta do research. It probably was a website that was saying we're not going to just put you out in the wilderness. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you think so, but it wasn't. But here's the thing.
Oh shit. Oh, my goodness.
I'm glad you think so, but it was not.
I'm glad
We
you
were
know
out
that
there.
was right. But no, here's what I'm gonna give you a little bit extra. She also meditates. She's also very much into spirituality and what you choose to manifest in your life. And the way my brain thinks, I can't afford to think like that, because if I think like that, that's what's gonna turn out to be right. That you are on Unsolved Mysteries or something. Everything that I say and I embrace, this is gonna work well for me. This is working in my favor, and every single time it does. So I know, for sake of like, yes, being cautious and being aware, then yeah, it's like, hold up, what's this? But every time I say I'm looking for opportunities, and opportunities is looking for me.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Like,
I heard that.
and I know you said that you were from Salem, which is definitely country. But like, were you in the camping when you were younger? Like, is this something that you used to do with your peoples, or?
Yeah. So, yep. So they were these church retreats that my grandparents would go on. My grandfather, very complex, complicated man. Because as much as he was so into church, he was very much a worldly man as well. Very, a whole nother conversation, right?
Yeah, we got you.
I like that y'all catch my I can tell y'all interpreting this black girl talking without talking. And I like that for us. At any rate, the camp retreats, the church retreats is where I got my first experience, just being outside. We barefoot, we hot, we sweaty, but it's so much life there. You just out there. You're not worried about, I just feel like we all complain so much. And then you go to these travel and see these different islanders who we treat their place as a resort, and they're there living minimalist lifestyles, but so happy.
Yep.
Man, listen.
Yep.
I say that every time I go out the country. It's like, damn.
Yo.
Like, these people be happy as hell, but to me, they look like they should be like down in the.
Y'all went to Belize. I went to
Like,
Belize. Y'all, I swear to goodness, I saw these men building a house with no shoes on.
Right. Yep.
Like, you
There's
building
probably
a house, my G,
whistling
like,
and singing. Yeah, they was singing songs and eating lunch and just enjoying building the house for whoever their friend was.
Exactly. It's amazing. It's amazing. I want to live.
It's a lot of broken toes, though.
Shoes on, but I still want to breathe. But I want to live free like that. I want to live happy like that. That no matter if I'm up, y'all know what entrepreneurship, the ebbs and flows of how this go. You hot 1 minute, and then things is popping because you're trendy. And then it's like, I done seen stacks. And then I'm looking now, I'll go out, I'm still going to look like $1 million. But then it's like, ooh, the bank account's not giving. You feel me? So I'm learning, not want to, because I am doing this shit, period. But I'm learning to live just even keeled, just being grateful. And it just keeps working out.
I have a question about the forest and hiking. Like, how often do you go for yourself? And like, where is your favorite place in Delaware, Middletown, to actually go to hike right now?
Absolutely. The very first, if anybody were to ever be interested, White Clay Creek is my favorite place. It's in Newark, but it has multiple entrances, like Pennsylvania Way or again Newark. So White Clay Creek is the first place that I went. And then how often do I go hiking? To be honest with you, one of my business colleagues, one of my accountability partners, she just said, Stephanie, don't forget what this was for you. Because it's very much become, it's an organization, and it is managing.
That's why I asked you. Yeah.
Thank you for that, because she says it's like, don't forget what it was for you. Go outside. And so to answer your question, honestly, it's been a while since I took a minute for myself outdoors. I've been doing so many events. I've been doing so many things, but on a regular, when I'm really fully activated and in my, self-care, I could definitely go once or twice a week. You got those hikes that are just about a mile, or like Glasgow Park, it's like 3 miles. You got something like that. But then you have those ones that just, man, I don't know when I'm coming back. I don't know when I'm coming back. And that's like those weekenders, So it's not as often as I would want to be honest. But I know that's something that when the stars align and things begin to settle a little bit, I'll be able to really, do that.
We're gonna get into why you can't do it now, but you need to plan some time for it.
Thank you.
I'm just saying.
I'll do it this week. Matter of fact, that'll be a challenge. Thank
there you go. There you go. Do it before the end of a Black Women's History Month.
Oh my God, you're
I
so
mean, sometimes
wonderful.
I feel like almost sometimes, like with a situation like hiking, you don't necessarily have to leave your house to go hiking. Take a mental hike. Like you can go on a mental hike. Like
where do you go? Explain that to me.
Man.
I'm okay. Please explain this to me.
If you want to get away, go in a room somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go find a quiet.
I see what you're saying. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Go find you a quiet spot. I mean, if you want to throw in some, your phone got all types of music and sounds on it. You want to throw on some foresty sounds? Go ahead and do it.
Y'all see my backdrop? Y'all see my backdrop?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You go.
Yeah.
You go in your room. Okay. You go find a quiet spot and take that mental hike.
I see what you
it helps. I do it all the time.
Right. I was even like, does a hike have to be in the forest? Does it have to be in because is walking considered a hike? What's the difference between actually walking for exercise outside on like Route 13 or in your neighborhood?
You walking on Route 13, you ain't.
I'm 13, baby.
I mean, that may you. Some people live off of 13, so they may walk. Leave those 13 walkers alone. If they don't have a flashlight, they legit. If they don't got a flashlight, they may be legit. Don't do that to them. Don't do that. Walking through your residential neighborhood versus walking at White Clay Creek Park.
I'm not about to get into no logistics of it. At the end of the day, I believe hiking is just some wooded area and ain't paved. There's no path. Okay. That's the hiking for me. Ain't no path. Like, it's just. I mean, obviously they got the markers and stuff, but more so a walk is a walk. And when something about those trees, my guy, when you add in those trees and that more of that earth, it take different than. I mean, you walk in, to me, it's like, all right, boom, you got the wind hitting, you got little vibes, you hear the cars and stuff like that. You got a lot of noise. For somebody, a black creative, a black girl who never knew she was creative, because nobody tells you you're a creative. This is how you nurture this. No, they say you're a smart girl. Go be a doctor. Go be this. Go be that. Right? But it's like, I don't want to do all of that. With hiking, I'm gonna get back to the question. With hiking, you get out to that wooded area, it's remote. Let's add that into the definition, because now you take away the noise of the dark. Now you're taking away the noise of the cars. You're taking away the honking and this and that. I got too much, so I was getting at a creative mind. I've already got so much going on in my mind. What Tim say about having a free mind. Right. I don't want to get up worrying. I don't want to get it. You got to be able to clear your head. And that the wooded area, that does more, I promise you, for me, than a walk could ever do.
And every time I hear a hike or think hike, I think wilderness or wood, forest, or field and mountains and stuff like that.
When I think walk, I think you on Route 13 or you walking through your residential. You know what I mean?
How much do you charge? How much do you charge? Because I got a whole gang of women that sometimes it's just when you're walking on 13. I did too much.
We could talk about that after the show. I don't like to get my prices on air.
He charged $199.
Nope.
It's right there on it.
Are you out of your mind? I do not charge $199.
Here goes 6 days. It said on the thing right there. Give you 6 days.
6 days gives you 200. 6 days, 200. $199 to start. That's a crazy ass deal. $199 to start. 6 days, 200. I'll take the 6 days, sir.
Like
I'll be exhausted.
Do you cook dinners? Do you take them on dates? How are you gonna put in a suit one day? Like we could listen.
If we're gonna get this gigolo money going, let's get this gigolo money going.
Let me help you help us. Okay?
Listen, I'm always down for a new business opportunity.
Yo, what's happening here? Not on this world show.
It says
I'm laughing the stage.
This has taken a turn.
We gotta stop. She's giggling too much. Her setup falling.
Relax. correct you on my whole
We gotta
stage.
change the subject. Hiking. We're talking about hiking in the nature, not.
Yeah, we're taking it back. So let me take it back to kind of going back to the beginning of when it all started. So you started going out personally for yourself, reconnecting with nature and stuff like that, going out, and then you posted it on IG or documented it on IG, and then people started reaching out saying, "Hey, I want to hike too," or did you already have people that just said that you already took along for the ride that you already knew that wanted to hike with you?
That's a great question. Thank you for that. I have friends. I have a lot of friends because the other side of what I do. Um, Black Girls Hike Too is one organization. I have an event planning, um, entertainment thing I'm working on, and I put on shows. And so there's a demographic and a network of women in particular that I already have with women empowerment events, and I do speaking engagements and all
Okay.
this platform already built. So I'm in a position where what Beyonce saw with the formation, when I say get in formation, they ready to go. What are we doing? You know?
Gotcha.
So she's a leader, you know, she's used to just boom, 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 making the moves, and people want to make them, and they always turn out good and beneficial for all of us. I'm not leading nobody to no, you know, bull crap or nothing. It was solid. So I invited a couple of friends to come out first, see what they felt about it, and baby, they started posting, they started tagging, what's the hashtag stuff, and it went from there.
Oh, okay. All right. So now that there's an organization now, I'm curious to know, like, do you do like, I guess like they have beercations? Do you do like hikecations and stuff like that? Like, do you have like group vacations where you go and y'all take hikes?
Thank you so much. Listen, the fact y'all get me. I just want to take a moment to say, nah, real life, because some people you get on there and they don't really understand what is it, da, da, da. So what you just called that? What did you call it again? A hiking place?
Hikecation. I couldn't.
We call them healing retreats.
Okay.
Because the other part of this, the more expansive part of this, is I want Black women to get back to a place. I've been talking about that. My birthday was on Wednesday, March 15th. This was
Happy birthday.
Happy
yeah,
birthday.
yeah. Thank you so much.
Pisces. That's a
And
little bit
period, like
fishy.
yeah, exactly. What was the question? What was it? Oh, healing. Right,
Your
no, I'm
retreat.
back.
Healing
Your
retreat.
Healing retreat.
She's like,
She started talking about her birthday.
birthday.
She started talking about her birthday.
We see the necklace. She got 1985 on the necklace. I see it right there.
What? It was a situation. The bandies was out. So no, what did you say? No, okay, right. So yes, healing retreats. It was funny because I got invited to do them as far as like there was my friends I had over in Jersey. Steph, she did yoga. And we're going here. We're going to Niagara Falls. Would you like that? Adding your hiking component into our weekend. I said, sure, let's do it. Let's do it. And then I had some other endeavors. I was selling waist speeds. I'm a hustler at the end of the day. And so I just would pack up for the weekend, and I would be 12 to 15 ladies, and I would talk to them about hiking, why I did this whole story and everything. And then as those different retreats were happening, I just felt again within my spirit and within myself, you know, you need to do one, right? Like, what are we going to do? We're just going to be a visitor everyone's when you have so much on the inside of you to share and to do and to incorporate and help these women. And so this year, 2023, the end of April is going to be my first Niagara Falls healing retreat. Black Girls Hike Too. Yes. And y'all ever do something like, whatever, I'm about to just try, see what happened.
Right.
You ever do that, like business wise? I was just like, whatever. Let me just do it because I know I felt it in my spirit. But whatever. Ain't nobody gonna really mess with it. Whatever. Y'all, it's sold out.
Yeah.
That's good.
Congratulations.
I
Congratulations. That's awesome.
thought I was gonna have to go knocking on doors, DMing. Man, I ain't doing none of that. Honestly, I didn't pay what some Nikki just said, or what song I was listening to. I didn't pay my dues, didn't pay dues. Like at this point, I didn't pay my dues. I'm knocking on 40 door. I got 2 more years to 40. Like I've been working hard for years now. And it's just like to see these blessings come in and not have to do the things that I was doing before in terms of a marketing approach that I was just doing too much work, but it wasn't working smart. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
and then
I'm not begging no more.
I think with those type of situations too, it's always it's like sometimes some people are looking for somebody else to do it. Like, and then they're like, oh, it's cool now because I see somebody else is involved.
Yeah.
Because that person, them people could have wanted to do this a long time ago. But it's like as soon as they see that the ball rolling for somebody else, they're like, oh shoot, well, we ain't alone at this point.
Exactly.
And so they ride with it.
And I hate that for them because it very much gives follower vibes. It gives not living in the women, the women that signed up this retreat, all when they were getting more information, calling me, they all shared one thing with me. Steph, I'm so tired of waiting on my friends. I don't care who I'm going to meet there. It's whatever. Each one of these women are women that are coming by themselves. I think I have maybe 2 sets of people that's coming with their best friend. Outside of that, they all women like, man, whatever. I'm
Right.
gonna be all right. I'm there.
It's what you said earlier. It's that like it's experiences. It's getting you out of your comfort zone. And there's so many people that aren't out of your comfort zone, but you'll have
I'm
one.
on.
And if like it's just like with us with beer. Like we always talk about this beer fest that we go to in Pittsburgh, the Barrel and Flow Beer Fest. It has the most concentration of black people that drink beer in the world, pretty much.
Yeah.
But you never know until you go there that black people go to beer fest or black people drink craft beer. And it's the same thing. Like, oh, I'm in my circle and I like to hike, I like to walk. And like, I'm not doing that. I'll go to the gym. And like, no, I want to go outside and be with nature. No, I'm not doing that. So you look on the internet, you find you, and now it's 30 other women that live in the tri-state area that you can go out and have community with. You don't have to have community with. You don't have to have your best friend and they do every single thing with you. You're not going. Everybody's not like-minded. You can't be, and it's so y'all shouldn't even fight because y'all don't. Like, I don't want to go hiking with you. That's not a fight. We still friends. Go hike though. Like, get out of my face and hike. And I'm gonna do whatever I'm gonna do.
Right.
When I tell you, first of all, you speak in big facts because my experience, y'all same shared experience as far as when you tap into the things that you want to do, your creative gifts and even interests. It don't even have to be something you want to do. I'm always been interested in criminal justice. I realize I don't want to be in law enforcement. I'm just interested in the intricacies of human mind. At the same time, I don't want to do it. Going back to what you were saying though, when I tapped into this, it is a whole world of black people out there hiking and doing outdoor adventures. I don't need this small-minded tribe over here when y'all really, in all actuality, not really not my tribe. We just happen to share blood or be the same skin complexion.
Right.
But these people over here, they out in Colorado, they're out Washington State in particular, certain people that I've met across the country. And at some point, we're definitely going to go global. But I'm talking about y'all not only will link with me, not only will tag me and stuff, not only will do all of that, but then Jessica Newton, Vibe Tribe Adventures. I will say this till I can't say it anymore. I am so grateful for her because this is a black woman older than me and has took me on as a mentor. And not only did she take me as a mentor, she said, listen, I'm going to get you some money for this.
All right. That's what's up.
Nice.
She said, Stephanie, she hit me and said, Stephanie, y'all look at my phone case. Let's be clear, okay? Hello? Are you there? Yeah, I'm answering.
That's a dope phone case.
Yeah, that's good.
Call me. I manifest everything, baby. I don't miss no calls because it all could be something, right? So she reached out to me and it was a really great weekend. I don't know what I was doing so bright in life, but man, this weekend was powerful. I was going on this date. This guy was like, oh, it was giving big money, giving gentleman vibes, giving all the things, right? I'm going on this date. Jessica hits me. She like, hey, Steph, there is a grant that I found in your area. It's $20,000. I'm not saying that you might not get it all. It's for 2 years. You might not get both years, but at the same time, it's due by midnight tonight. I looked at this kind gentleman who was looking so nice in his suit and ready to take me out. I'm looking like a black Barbie as I should. And I say, listen, I got some stuff I got to do. I'm not trying to be rude, but I got some questions to answer real quick. You all right if we just, he like, man, do your thing, go off. You know how y'all like to see us work too. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, go. He was with that shit, He like, go ahead, handle your stuff. Y'all turn that joint in. We made the cut. We made the deadline by midnight that night. A month later, I got the grant. I got the full amount. Not only the full amount for 1 year, I got both amounts for both years. This is a woman that never had met me in person. A black woman who never met me in person. But when we finally talked, she said, you remind me so much of myself.
Well, that's what's up.
That's what's up. That's man. Listen,
Well,
they got a black hiking conference.
You know, I want to say yes. Do I know right one off the bat? But y'all, it's just so much. It's honestly, it's like, wait, guys, I gotta take all this in. They outside. I don't know in
Yeah.
particular, but it's like so much. They'll have a this one girl. I got one friend out of California again from Instagram. Her name's Ashley. Hey Ash, she is actually going to be developing a Black Girls Hike 2 chapter out there in Cali. She was like, hey boo, my seasonal opening. She's like, hey boo, I'm just sending well wishes, and this is where I'm at. They was at a mountaintop. It was all of us. They're doing a sound bath. This one over here got mats. They doing yoga on a mountaintop. And she was like, look, boo, and show me the Hollywood sign. Bunch of Black people just out in the wilderness. I don't know if it's an actual conference, like the dates and the times and who does it, but I'm sure there is.
Right. Well, and I think I don't know if it's because I know like California, places that are known for like nature, like especially California has a big hiking culture. I don't know if like the tri-state area has, because we're more, I don't know if we're flatter, but we're not really known for big hiking. I mean, I guess we can hike, but
it's a lot of parks. It's a lot
of
parks in the tri-state, like Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, and New Jersey.
They're
bunch
beautiful.
of parks.
This is y'all. Listen, man. Listen. I'm telling y'all, and this is my mission, that if we tap into this, because I'm already on Black men's heels too. I'm already about to do something with Black men too. Seriously, it's gonna be my logo. Y'all saw Black girls like. I'm literally gonna say Black men's. It's gonna be real simple. I like to keep all my marketing branding real like, oh, okay, boom, 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 connect the dots. And I'm gonna have one to say kids do. But I'm telling you, if our community was to tap into this, I promise you, our divorce rate, the domestic violent rate, this baby mom, baby dad, toxic ass situations that we deal with. Understand me? I promise you, our vibration would raise to a level we would have no choice but to be rich. We would have no other option but to be healthy. We would have no other options but to bring families back together. I had I'm a church girl, was raised in church and stuff like that. I'm going through my little process of where I want to be, because it's some not grudges, but there's some things that I'm not cool with church. So at the same time, me and God stay connected. You feel me? But what I'm trying to get at is that if we were to really heal us the way we need to heal, that's what I was gonna tell y'all. This lady, a prophet, she just called me and she just started talking to me real heavy, and everything was resonating with me. And she said, Stephanie, I see trouble, and I feel there's trouble in the mother-daughter relationship. And she said, not with you and your daughter. She said, with you and your mother. I said, facts. And she said, you have inherited iniquities. Now I said, hold on, sister girl. What do you mean? What are you talking about? There have been things you have inherited that's been in your lineage. There's been shame. There's been sexual abuse. There's been domestic violence. There's been guilt. She just ran down this whole list of things that we as Black people have not addressed. And when we talk about being a generational curse breaker and things like that, it's not just about whatever. It's not just a what am I trying to say? It's not just it's not as simple as just like, oh, I'm going to be happier. No, we have to see what happened in our family, what happened in the women in my lineage that now I need to reverse. Well, one thing I'm comfortable sharing with publicly right now is that we're angry. We're so mean. We were so mean. Why? Well, what do you think would happen if you get cheated on? If you're unfulfilled in your home, you're told to be a wife, but this nigga don't respect you. Your kids just want. Who's there for you? What happens when you feel all of that in your whole entire system, but you won't even speak on it?
Right.
Duh. Yeah, you would be mad.
Right.
So now, let me tell you something about baby girl. Me being baby girl, I don't let nothing get past me. I don't get nothing gets past me. You offend me? Hey, listen, I really didn't feel comfortable, and I'm not going to address it in an angry way. And that's another thing that I'm addressing with my women that follow my little journey, and they mess with me on a heavy level, right? I tell them, listen, no, it's about how you say it, but don't let anything go unchecked. Anything. At this point, you must demand your respect, and in order to heal that up, the things that I mentioned down in the lineage, it's a lot of conversations I had to have. It's a lot of realizations I had to have. I had to say out loud that I do believe I was molested as a little girl. I had to say that out loud. I had to have that dialogue. And my mom said to me, Steffi, I'm so sorry, I did not know. I said, Mommy, it's not about an apology. It's not about awareness to get this up out my system so I don't move in certain ways and mistrust people that don't mean me no harm, but also be more mindful. Man, I'm telling you, when I tell you I love us so much, our community are beautiful people, but we so broken. What I'm talking about is not, it's more than woods. It's
Right.
reversing. If we was running through the woods trying to get free before because we was running from something, if we've been hung and been lynched and we have so much pain out there, like respectfully, I'm trying to go out there and let's redo this. We're not gonna keep telling the same stories. Now my
Right.
daughter, there ain't nothing she can't do. She already
Right.
know.
Right.
She thinks
That's
I'm
what's
rich.
up.
Like, you know.
That-
but that is true in
I just
terms
got
of
listen. Just so speaking of her, I just got this slid to me. You feel me? I don't even know. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I'm recording a podcast now, Mom. I gotta give you this.
right. She said this artwork needs to be seen on this podcast.
Right. Thank you. You gotta change the cover to this podcast to that picture.
Flip the page, please. Can I play Roblox? Oh, y'all.
Setup. It was the setup.
Can I play Roblox? Or just can I delete the other app? She don't punish me, y'all. She been just,
No, see.
She must be like 9.
She was trying to slide a message and she thought I was saying, yeah, add it over to you. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my God. How old is she?
She's a rock star. She's 9 years old. She's
No,
know
yep,
it.
yep, Roblox.
Roblox 9.
Yo,
I knew she was 9.
yep.
That's my girl. That's my Gabby girl. She's a rock star, man. It's funny this. I don't know if you guys have kids, but seeing you and your kids, oh, it's like
It's not good.
No, it's fun. It's fun, but it's like I already got.
Oh, you seen the bad traits, Yoda.
You be like, if you don't shut the.
Yep, I used to say that to myself.
No, I'm like, wow. He said, "Can you flip the page?" I'm stuck on that. Go ahead.
Right,
Girl.
that was good though. I like that.
So I'm curious to know, like again, like I'm taking it all the way back to beer. Like we do, like people do, like beer vacations, or it's like do you go actually traveling just to go like destination that you feel like, hey, I want to go hike there? Do you do that kind of stuff as well?
So remember that bag that I had said I grabbed or whatever?
Yeah.
Now, what was in there was part of that was being able to travel and things like that. And not only is it, expenses that I have, well, funding I get and can travel, but what it also is be invited places. So it was the Alaska trip, and then there's been I was able to do it in Florida, South Carolina, and as more people find out about the group, they're just inviting, and depending on how things look, then I'll go. How business looks and all of that. I was able to, and then the other thing is free game for audience members and anybody tuned in. Once you tap into those gifts and those passions, what I try to do is no matter what I am doing in life, I try to incorporate it. So even if I'm having a regular family vacation, best believe family, guess who's going hiking? Because listen, it's come on, So we can say my girls hike too. Was hiking in Belize in San Pedro. We can say that we were over here in Jamaica. So that I incorporate it all. But honestly, this year is given. It's given. I got a couple of things I'm just waiting for answers about, and this year it's gonna give global.
Now I'm sorry, Rob. Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to piggyback on what I was just asking in terms of, so what is not just in, because I know Lou asked where in Delaware, but where you've been, where's the best place to hike, and where is on your bucket list to hike at?
Yeah. So you wanted more places in Delaware? Is that what you're saying?
No. What is your favorite place outside of Delaware to hike, and what is on your bucket list? Because you said globally, so what is on your bucket list to go hike at? Where you want to go hike? Where and what country or wherever?
So my favorite place, there's two, has been Bushkill Falls in the Poconos, and then Stone Mountain, Stone somebody in Washington D.C. Stone Mountain, I feel like it's the name. Those two, Sugarloaf Mountain. It just came to me. But in D.C., I had a friend down there who was like, Steph, listen, I got a couple girls that want to hike. Bring your group down here. Let's go. Let's do this. And Sugarloaf Mountain, it was not too much. It wasn't challenging. It wasn't too challenging, let's say that. But you get up to this point, and this view that you get is like, I could stay here all day. I'm gonna add those pictures to the website. Thank you for that
Yeah, you
question.
should.
And then and then what was the second question?
bucket
What's on your
list.
bucket
Oh, your
list?
bucket
Your
list.
bucket
On your
list
bucket list.
hike destination.
Right.
Yellowstone Park.
Okay.
Um, I don't know how old you guys are, but remember the cartoon that was always in Yellowstone Park? What was it?
Yeah,
Yogi
it was
and
Yogi
Boo Boo.
Bear.
Yogi Bear.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, and then when I
Still
hear
in
that,
picnic baskets.
Okay, boo
yeah,
boo.
exactly.
Is that
And,
picking the
and,
basket?
Yes.
and by the way, we're all older than
We're
you.
older than you. Yeah, we're older than you. We sat down and watched that with cereal.
Go up, black don't crack either way. I heard you. You've been definitely heard. That's what's up. But Yellowstone Park, it was funny, weird, but as a little kid, I always thought it was just a fictional place. And then something, I don't know, wasn't in my 30s, it was a little maybe teenage. I was like, oh, that's a real place. And then sure enough, as I started hiking, I remember it again. And I was like, things call me. I don't know if y'all ever feel, but if y'all ever like pay attention to life, if I see something more than 2 to 3 times,
Right.
especially within a proximity, I know that Stephanie, if not now, then something you're gonna do something with that, and it's happened all my life, and I'm like, ah. So I have like these deja vu moments, and I'm like, and I like almost bookmark in my mind, like, okay, that means something. Keep that for later. Um, and so Yellowstone Park is definitely on there. Um, the I don't know the name, but the place that Ashley said in California where she was at, where it was off looking the Hollywood sign. Again, I'm just all about views. I'm just all
Yeah.
about views. Like I want to get to the highest mountain. I have a poem about that. No, I don't have it memorized, so don't even ask. But there's a poem that I wrote talking about how, like, at the end of the day, life is a hike. You don't know what the next step holds. You can only hope for the best. You can hope that you don't trip. You can hope that you don't fall. But even if you do, you have the option. You got to get back up. I would hope you choose that. But for me, I just want to see the highest mountaintops. I want to see the widest oceans. I believe that we're too much in our heads and too much in our homes and our dwelling places. And and this was the reset that I got in 2020. God created this earth for us to roam and to take dominion over. Yet we sit up here worrying about things that don't matter. My friends know, baby, you got about two times to complain about him before you make another choice, before you make a change. Man, if you're gonna keep talking to me, tell me what solutions. You can't keep talking to me about the same problems. You can't do that. We're worried. We're anxious. We're just sitting around talking and trying to figure things out. Man, if you don't go for a hike,
Take
a hike. Take a hike. That's what you should call the men's. That's the moniker of the men's. Black men hike too. Take a hike.
That's what my question was. Now that you said that about the black men hike too thing, right? Have you thought of having not necessarily the black men hike part of it, but at least having some of the women that are involved with the black girls hike bring along their men for the hike?
They have.
They have? Okay.
So what we do is Juneteenth, the past 2 years, I've had a Juneteenth celebration period. And I invite the entire community out. Our allies, men, children, and it's just a big community celebration. And then I have Kings and Queens hikes where I invite and respectfully to my bros, like, people be in my DMs talking about, Steph, what's up? You know what I mean? When you gonna look out for us? I do that, and then two show up. I feel like sometimes they just want something to say, but when it comes time to it, and let's just be clear, because I want y'all to check out the website when y'all can, audience members, supporters, and all that good stuff. It's www.blackgirlshike2. I want you to understand, there is a cost, but there is a cost because I do this full time. There is a cost because it is my effort to going and researching and seeing what distance is what things we need to be aware of. So I was at a family reunion, because of course it'd be family. I had to call it in the question. Right? I mean, hiking free. What you charging for me?
Right.
Me.
Me,
I'm charging for this community. I'm charging for these vibes you get. I'm charging for us setting our intentions, our collective intention, our individual intention on why are we going out here. When I go ask you, what are you leaving in the woods, and you walk out feeling better like you done been baptized, that's what I'm charging. That's an experience. And now I gotta go back in the cut in my apartment, and I gotta figure out. I gotta do some more research on how can I heighten our Black experience, our Black life experiences. You know, going out to the club, hey, and she a hot girl too. She a guy girl, but she a part-time hot girl too. I love to have a good time. I love to, all that. I'm with it because I'm a girl rapper. I just wanted to say I am a girl rapper. Not in real life. Not in real life. Up here, you know how Issa Rae used to be in a mirror talking about I'm literally like that. So
What's your rap name?
I mean, hold on, don't put
Steffi
me on
Delight.
spot like that. I mean,
It ain't Steffi Delight. It ain't. She been rapping.
Yeah.
She been rapping way before she became Steffi Delight.
Change it.
You right.
Yup. What's your rap name? What's your rap name?
No, I legit never came up with one. But if I had one, it's got to be the light. It literally got to be Steffi the light. It would have to be.
Okay.
But I'll think about it. If I come up with anything, more, edgy, I will let you know.
Well, it's funny people say so you can hike for free, but then you probably follow with that question. So have you been hiking? It's funny that people say you can hike for free. So what am I paying for? But then you say, have you been hiking? And they be like, no. So,
I like that.
right?
I like that. Some people just don't want to see people win, and so they dig part. So if you feeling some kind of funny because you see what's going on, then just say that. Like you just picking up anything to say. Because again, people out of my state, it's been the strangers for me. It's been a couple of friends that came through, saw what they saw, and showed their support. But honey, them strangers pop out of nowhere and they got opportunities. Hey, I was just talking to, and I told you I put your name in this, and then I told them this, and then, well, thank you.
Right.
Man, so supportive.
Right. Now I know you were talking about the retreat. The retreat is like an overnight thing as well, where you go into the Niagara Falls, you hike. But do you is it camp, or is it like you just go to is it glamping, or is it like you going around?
Because you are from Salem, though.
You know how to pitch a tent.
But no. Salem's more farm than nature, right?
Yeah.
It's more farm than hunting.
So where my grandparents' farm was in Woodstown, New Jersey. Salem is
Cowtown.
Yeah. So
Love Cowtown.
So the lighting is giving me a stash, and it's really pissing me off. So no, she got a lot going on. She's getting older. She got to be mindful. So anyway, it's been bugging me the whole time. I finally had to say something. Come on, y'all, stop playing. What was the question? Airbnb. I got it. Niagara Falls. I've rented an Airbnb. So I want to ease them, man. I can't. Come on, y'all. I can't hit them. What? I can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
I can handle that. No,
they pay for that experience. It's a different experience. You can have two different ones.
No, let me tell you what this lady said. This lady said, God bless her, ma'am, listen, all due respect, but it was funny. And I'll laugh about you if you see this. She said to me, baby, listen, it's a little older. She's a little, seasoned saint is what we like to call them. My golden girl said to me, hey, baby, about how long the ride is up there? I said, it's about 8 hours. She said, because my knee. Do you think we gonna stop? How many times we gonna stop? I said, how many times you need to stop? Because I'm silly with her, right? And she like, I think I could do. I said, how about could we do like maybe every 2 hours? You think I could do that? I could do that. The point is, when I say I can't hit one, wop. I mean, by all means, I could get some. I'm trying to ease everybody into process. I'll spare you words. I just need to, let's first get this experience. Then when y'all about that life, then let's add in camping, glamping, and then we'll go real rugged and do whatever and get on some survival type joint, right? But I want to ease them into it. Whatever. I'll make it easy first.
Gotcha. Because I was curious, because I know they have like glamping in like Asheville, North Carolina as well. So I didn't know if that was like a whole thing that you were incorporating in your whole experience. Because because you can camp, but then you can also camp, and especially as a retreat, you would expect to stay somewhere. But yeah, I see not just knocking them out in one fell swoop. Like, hey, I just signed up for camping. Hiking. I ain't do all this camping stuff.
Oh yeah, you did. Here go your tent. You're sleeping here.
Here's your shovel. Dig a hole.
Fire outside.
That is not it. Oh.
I haven't been camping since maybe a kid, like when we were younger, but I do think about it sometimes. Because I go fishing and it's like, I could be out camping sometime, but then I'm like, do I really like mosquitoes that much? Do I really got enough
Again,
aloe vera?
again, and this is what I feel like it's whatever you focus on though.
Yeah,
They
that
gon'
may be so.
they know. I'm telling you what. I'm telling you, when you shift your mind, we have went out and it has been cold. And I say, ladies, when we get after that, the meditation, it literally, because I think it's a test. What I'm trying to get at is if you focus on the mosquitoes, they're just gonna annoy you the whole time because they're there. If you focus on, for my ladies that we got there, our first season opener was in February. It was cold, and I said, but if you focus on that, that's what you're gonna feel the most, and it's gonna rob you of your experiences. Y'all, Alaska has the most mosquitoes that to the point we had to wear this net
Really?
constantly. Oh, it was a weird situation. And the actual name of them might not be mosquitoes. I'm pretty sure it is, but it might be like another little. But the point is, they were just swarming. Look up some YouTube videos of them, literally Alaskan mosquitoes or something like that. And I literally had to have this moment because I thought I was going cuckoo, right? But it was kind of like in that the monk and what do they the I'll come back to that. The point is whatever you focus on. If you get into this space where this is annoying me, it's driving me crazy, you're gonna feel that. If you get literally like almost like a mind over matter type thing, but if you focus on I'm in Alaska, I did not pay to be here. Somebody, God is looking out for me, and here's what I want from this. The sun didn't go down out there, y'all.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just kind of peeked out my tent. I wish I could put into words that feeling of life, of gentleness, of peace, of having a time in my life where I literally had nothing to worry about.
Mhm.
That was a human being.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
how did that feel about? Did that mess up your sleeping habits? Still,
well, yeah,
would it
it's
not?
like big in insomnia is big in Alaska though.
Sure, because that's crazy,
It
man.
was that natural thing. I mean, anytime you get jet lag or anytime you get whatever, I probably had as far as messed up. I mean, I probably had 2 days where I needed to
Oh,
adjust.
okay. To
But
adjust to
yeah,
it.
but by then, and I'm the type of person when I have to do things like that, baby, I'm gonna pop a melatonin real quick. No, I'm gonna train my body no
Right.
sleep because if
Right.
not, I know how I am when I'm not getting
Your
my
rest,
proper
yeah.
nutrients. Oh my God, she's mean. There was something else I wanted to share with you guys about Alaska. Um, they had 5 BIPOC individuals come out. One was a black bird watcher.
Mm-hmm. I like
Okay,
birds.
That's me.
Yeah,
that's
I like birds.
like wow. Then one was a hip hop artist. These are all guys. One was from Utah. The other one was from Midwest. And then we had a black. Excuse me, she was not black. She's a person of color, but she's a scientist. And then you had us two, Courtney and myself, who were black girls that hike. And when I tell you this team of people came together, not knowing one another, but just this shared love of something bigger outside of ourselves and the earth, powerful,
Mhm.
powerful.
That's
I bet.
now I'm curious. Now I talked about the retreat and stuff like that, but what is and you were talking about someone starting a chapter in LA for Black girls. Like, so what is the I guess the usual program kind of consist of? Is it like a weekly hike for for
Right.
the
Is there
members? Like,
anything
how does
else
that actually work?
outside of the hiking?
All right, so, bruh, it's crazy because when I tell you things have been happening so fast, I have to catch up with it. I need to, at this point now, write job descriptions. At this point now, I have a schedule. We do it monthly, by the way, to whoever the question out was. We do it pretty like sometimes I can squeeze 2 in there, but for the schedule, I like to just do one big one
Mm-hmm.
monthly. And then as far as like what is the end goal or what I think that's where you were getting at, right? Like what is this actually gonna look like? Is that what we're getting at?
Like what?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we can take it there.
We can take it down. Yeah.
So January, because I got excited and I literally forgot the question, but January of this year, I actually got my 501c3 status,
Okay.
and my nonprofit is called Be the Light Global.
Okay.
And that's why I keep referencing global because Black Girls Hike 2 is just going to be one branch and be a derivative of Be the Light. And because I can't stop when people when they look at it's like, you the black girl that hike, yeah, that's me. But at the same time, that was only getting a foot in the door.
Right.
There's a bigger message. There's more adventures. There's so much more than the hiking. So be the like global, man. I'm gonna stay with the hiking. The hiking, yes, I would like for there to be chapters that develop in different areas.
That's what's up.
You'll have our venture guys about show them, teach them, whatever. Like, what's up, Then you'll have, the people that those are adventure guys where we're gonna bring on photographers and stuff because I realize I am an artist. I have a sister down South Carolina. She literally paints, and in my mind, that's who artists were. Artists are not just painters.
Yeah,
Anytime you
yeah.
get into your mind and create, period, that's an artist.
Right.
And so the way I see it is definitely these different chapters to pop up, but I also see, man, I see a health and wellness program. I see myself across the globe, just speaking this and sharing my light, and then I also want to partner with anybody else that's sharing their light. And I'm still developing all of that, what that looks like. But the nonprofit definitely is first and foremost Black Girls Hike too.
All right.
We need to do a craft beer hike fest.
Yeah, that'd be lit.
A craft beer hike weekend.
Yeah, that'd be lit.
Black hikers, birders, and craft beer drinkers.
Because it's a lot of we know a lot of people that do that.
Yeah, craft beer and hiking is one and the same.
Yeah, it is.
People be on the RV with craft beer like all the time.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. I see it. I have a vision. I have a vision too, Steph.
I think go off, King. You ain't
Getting excited again. You can't get excited on the cast, bro.
Don't be like that. Don't make me laugh. The rest
You gotta keep it calm. We a funny, free flowing podcast.
No. But
and now she finished her drink.
Why she drinking it? Just settled in. She drinking
because I'm mad now. Y'all, come on.
You ain't mad. You ain't really
make
mad.
Me laugh. Don't make me laugh that much.
You gotta release that anger. Release that anger.
Period.
But that's what I was going to ask because Rob made me think about it. Like with the Black Girls Hike too. Like we know that you guys do hiking and do the healing during the hike, but outside of the hiking, like is there like anything else that you guys do outside of hiking? Like maybe just I don't know any other gatherings or
like get together at Dick's to go shopping for boots.
So right. So
I mean, yeah, even that.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean. Yes and no. A lot of the things that I do, let's put that on pause real quick and then make more sense. I also have the light entertainment. The light entertainment is a forum for, people and creative artists that may not normally get on stage and have that, je ne sais quoi that is required to really perform, right? But they got a message and they got something to say. Give you an example. One young boy, his friend had got shot and killed tragically in Wilmington, and he said he's at the show performing. This friend who's telling us the story, and he says, "This joint saved my life, y'all. This open mic saved my life. I literally found out about this open mic when I found out about my boy, and decided rather than going to the streets and do whatever I could do to feel better, I decided to write." Y'all, that night, I promise you, I said, this joint about to go. I knew that it was bigger than just performing. It was about that, saving people's lives who normally get to express themselves because we can be so judgmental, because we clown people, because if it ain't pristine or if it ain't hot fire, then guess what? They go up there and stutter and say, you know what, I'm happy to be alive. Then that's good enough for me. So I had this grassroots entertainment, literally me and like my homeboy. Like it is very small, right? But I have these events, the open mics. I have the women empowerment events and things that I told you about. So when it comes to the hiking group, primarily the hiking group is just that. Have we went to brunch? Absolutely. Have we have incorporated yoga. We've done the sound baths. I partner with different people on the hikes that if you are a business owner, because that's another thing. It's taken me but I feel like it's been eternity to really establish what do you want to do. You didn't finish college. Forgave myself for that because she's a smart girl too. But at the same time, you didn't do that. So now, what do you actually want to do? And it's taken years to do so. The point is that it's like defining those things, and I'm giving myself grace in that process.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
So
Yeah,
while I
makes
know
sense.
this
Absolutely.
is it's gonna do so much, I can only do so much.
Right.
So it's definitely gonna be, like I said, the men's component, the kids component. It's gonna be a holistic thing. It's gonna be other adventures. And as much as I'm not gonna change the name, I did be the Light Global because I do want to be more expansive on that outdoor experience side. But when it comes to different things, other events, that's more so my entertainment thing that I do. So I don't really, outside of hiking, right now, I just keep it at a capacity that I can handle. And the team members that I got over there, I can handle. And on Be the Light right now and Black Girls Hike 2, it's like 3 of us. On this side, it's 2 of us. So,
I was just about to ask you that.
Right. Well, shout out to that shoe company that's going to send the bag and sneaks your way. So,
man,
whoever.
shout out to Nike, shout out to Reebok, shout out to
That's what I didn't say. Whoever.
I mean, I was just thinking
Under
in my
Armour,
head.
Puma, Adidas,
I was just thinking in my head.
Diadora.
A collab with camping equipment, like
Speak into my life, all of it, y'all.
Like,
we have already mapped it all out.
Walking
down to-
sticks.
a walking stick.
Yes, they're on high. I don't use them, but sometimes look.
I seen an old lady with some walking sticks the other day. She was moving.
Yeah, the book bags, first aid kits.
Right. Yeah.
We need first aid kits. And to be honest with you, I'm trying to see what's up with them waist trainers. Maybe we hiking. Why don't y'all let us get a little tidied up?
There you go.
We black girls that hike. I want to be clear. So it don't got to be them pagoda and all them. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say no, but now let's also tap into black businesses. Who trying to do what? You feel me?
Right.
Right.
Sorry, that other side started kicking in. My bad. Let me.
It's been kicking in the whole episode.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, what are we talking about? Why she act like an hour and 15 minutes and we just
like she go, and that wasn't the what was that? Like you thought that was like
that was
good?
normal. That was normal.
It was. You sound like all those kids in high school that talk to me that you're so proper, even when you're trying to be all like, whatever. I don't care. That's the hoodest I got, and I like it for me.
Hey, well, it flowed. We didn't know that you were being hood.
You from Salem? I didn't know.
Yeah, but it's more to it. It's more to it. She's from Philly. I mean, excuse me, she's from Salem. But what the only you guys know? Well, no, you don't know. Only man I've seen to date was Philly, like Philly.
Well, when she said bull, I kind of figured that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
young
saying?
boy,
So,
I got a young boy.
she's definitely a country girl, but she definitely it's only hitters. You feel me? Like it's only hitters. I gotta speak my truth.
That's right.
Yo, it's a lot of Philly dudes that go to Cowtown. Yo, I tell you that. You see a lot of fucking Sunnis and Tims at the fucking Cowtown rodeo, man.
Exactly.
They be getting experiences, and you be right there getting your popcorn at the Cowtown rodeo and say, "Hey,
And I'm
boo.
like, oh, I like
Hey,
it.
young boy. I see you, young boy."
Did you shoot somebody yet?
Oh no!
I got shot. I'm sorry.
All right.
Oh no!
I swear, y'all chill. Damn, you doing
Literal hot boy.
Yo, that's funny to
Yeah.
me because I'm glad that would have been some shit I would have said.
You know what you attract. You know what you like. You know what you attract. Hey,
I don't shoot at a driver. I need more smoke. Your wood get a little scary.
All right. Okay. This is
Now for her personal life.
Right. Well, I'm curious. Like, if I'm somebody sitting at home, how do I get involved in Black Girls Hike 2?
For sure. BlackGirlsHike2.com is our website. Everything spelled regular, 2 as in also TOO. Our Instagram is the same thing, spelled off regular Black Girls Hike 2. Mine is Seffi the Light. We're always accepting donations from our allies, from just people who say, you know what, I see the mission, I see your goal, and I want to support that. As I mentioned, that men's component definitely should be all formulated and activated by summer. And the same thing for the kids. We have a kids camp this summer that we'll be doing in partnership with one of my friends who has a daycare, and we're gonna be taking them little babies hiking. That's gonna be super dope. And then I'm
That's
always
gonna be really
obviously
cool.
for sure, and I'm always looking for opportunities to share about hiking and that outdoor experience and everything. So whether it's hosting events, whether it's just keynote speaker, whether it's doing breakout sessions for health fairs and different things like that. Like I'm working, and I love to do that because it's funny. People say online, I get messages from here, they're not so much anymore, but it's like, girl, your timeline exhausts me, and I just say get some rest then, because the energy that I got. The energy that I have, when you do what you love, it doesn't feel like work. I'm not exhausted. I'm having a good time. I get to talk to cool bros like you guys. Look at me,
Right.
6.
Right.
I was worried about how long I was gonna be because
Right. Listen.
my little
Behind the
9-year
scenes, that was.
my
who
little
said-
Go ahead.
Who said I can navigate a conversation away from hitters? I can do it.
No, you did.
As you did it, you navigated it right back. We were done.
Right, now we back to hitters.
Segue right
So-
back to hitters. So what about them
When you
hitters?
say
that
hitters,
when they came to Cowtown, when they had the Timbs
how many
on?
bodies you think they need?
Yeah. What was your body limit
No,
before you said? How many
We are
did you
talking
need before you
about
was sexy?
hiking. Black girls hiking too. That's what we're
She
talking.
ready to come up with hitters hiking. hitters hiking. Too.
You can't even come without Timbs. You can't even come without Timbs.
Y'all geniuses.
Yeah.
That'd be something.
You
Yeah,
call Timberland
I mean,
and try to get a hiking boot.
Technically, are for hiking. They technically
Yeah,
are for
it's
hiking.
the ones that they wear now though. The ones
Well, you
that,
just
the
gotta
ones
lace
that
them
we
up.
like,
Yeah.
not necessarily.
Yeah, that ain't really for hiking.
Well, if you lace them up,
hiking.
you definitely they're all hiking boots. All
That's our
Timberland is
problem.
hiking
That's
boots.
our problem. They're actually hiking boots, but
Right.
they're so stylish, dog. They're luxury that we don't even want to mess.
I feel like them butters are constructions.
That's because you try to you worried about them getting dirty. No, getting the
No,
woods.
I said I feel like they're construction. They're more
No, I think-
construction boot
I think
than the
it's all-
hiking.
I think it's all hiking. I
Nah,
think
they do.
Timberland
I
or
think
wood
they
chopping.
make
it was like
hiking.
wood.
They make
wood
hiking.
industry.
They do
They
make
do
hiking
that.
boots. I think the butters are the construction
Now,
joint.
I ain't had a pair
Stevie,
of butters in
I have a question for you.
cares? I do.
years.
Stevie, have you ever been out on a hike and encountered any of these snakes or raccoons or wild animals? Besides like the ones that be in the movie Bambi?
Yeah. So, there was a bear in Alaska.
Shit.
And yeah, it was so funny and so interesting because we did this training for bears, and the moment he told us that we had to lay down there and cross our arms and play dead, I said, if that happens, I'm not gonna I don't know what I'm gonna do, but this training is not for me. I can't even receive this information,
Yes.
but I'm not gonna do that.
My body will never play dead when the bear is on me. Oh my god, that's so tough to do.
So my thing is with that, the bear's never gonna be near me. That's what my thing is. So we actually were driving and they saw a bear. They parked the car and got out. All of them, the trainer, the other individuals. I was the only one still in the vehicle. The bear was off in a distant shore, but I also heard how fast bears can
I was
run.
going to say bears are fast.
Girl, I was in the car like,
How far was this bear away?
I mean, I'm not really good with measurements, but I would definitely say, I mean, it was, this sounds so silly, but it was small. So it was off in the distance.
Okay.
Yeah, it was off in the distance where they literally had to use binoculars. My G, but I don't hear like what if he ran?
Yeah. They waiting for him to catch the scent.
This was me while they was out looking at the bear. This is them. They all intrigued, right? I'm in the car like this.
Waiting for the hike. I'm waiting for the hike tomorrow, guys.
I'm like, y'all got it. I heard bear training.
Mm-mm.
I don't want to do it. I don't even go ahead.
Right.
They was laughing and everything, but no, I know my limits and I know what I'm comfortable with, and I know what's going to rack my nerves, and I know what's not, and I know where I'm gonna chase peace, and I don't care what the crowd is doing. I'm always gonna take toll of what I'm feeling. I don't
Right.
feel like getting out this car at this moment.
Right.
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
all would have been like, oh shit, here it goes.
Right, and then the bear eat their hands off, take their hands off. Now they don't got no fucking hands.
Y'all,
You
real
walking
quick, I
around
have to
hand. Now
share-
you can't even hold the binoculars. Bear that ate your hands off.
I have to share this story with y'all. I literally have to share this story with y'all. This is, I ain't even gonna hype it up. I'm just gonna tell y'all what happened. We had bear spray that comes in a canister like this. We had to keep it on our holster thing the whole time. You always got to have your bear spray, right? So, all right, cool. This is like our first night there. First of all, I pitched my tent first, period. I was hype about that, got it done. And now we had to go like get waters and different things like that. Well, we had these canisters. I wish I knew their name, but where it's a filter already in it, so you can go get creek water, you can go get the river, whatever water, and it has the filter where it then purifies it, gets all the impurities out. Perfect. Well, there was a shout out to we called him Black Mike because it was White Mike and Black Mike, but he's a hip hop artist out of MC whatever. Black Mike is all I remember. But anyway, so Black Mike says he tall. He puts you in a mindset of like a ice cube, he was from West Coast, Compton. Yes, he was from West Coast, very tall, just real masculine. And hey, I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be back. Mike, take the bear spray. I got y'all. I got the bear spray. Boom. He goes off in the distance. All right. Now Mike is an MC. One of his things out there assignments was he was going to record this dope joint that he had already written out, and he was going to perform it in the Arctic. So off in the distance, we hear, yeah. Like, because again, he's far, right? So we like, oh, Big Mike snapping. He out there, he practicing. Go, Mike. Like, he getting it, right? And then something says to me, something is off. Something don't feel right. So we still hear him. And somebody's like, man, Mike is he all right? Is he out there calling on the gods? Like, what's going on? Mike starts coming closer to us, and as we can hear him, he's saying, help. I'm in my tent like, damn, for what?
How does it? Oh shit!
Everybody played dead. Oh my goodness.
I'm in my right. I'm in my tent like, what is he? What is it? I'm like, okay, God, I gotta pray. Mike goes, y'all didn't hear me over there? He like, Mike, we thought you was practicing. He said, nah, I dropped a bear can and something sprayed all in my eyes. I can't hear you. I can't see y'all. I'm yelling help. I'm out there for like an hour.
Well, we know ain't no bear was going to attack him.
Right, but my G was out there with bear. He had dropped the canister, some kind of rock hit something, and he had been sprayed all up in his face. He came back, and then the medic that was out there wasn't quite a medic. He said, take this water, and he said, do you want ibuprofen? I said, I don't think this going to get.
Water and ibuprofen. Just drink this ibuprofen down. Your face will stop hurting.
Man, that stuff can keep a bear away. I do not want nothing that'll keep a bear away to be sprayed in my face.
Nah, and then you want me to wash it down with ibuprofen? What am I doing?
It wasn't that, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all that story later. That was a little suspicious, but it's like, I don't know who you are, but I'm cool on everything. But
said he wasn't a real medic. His medic certifications was
questionable. Because I swore he said my girl is a nurse and I got a bag full of pills. I'm
here to help you. I'm here to help you, Black Mike. It wasn't even ibuprofen. It gave him ecstasy.
I don't know, but as soon as I saw that, I said, "Ooh!" And this was when the guy picked me up, the assistant picked me. I said, "Nah, you can't be the driver and the pharmacist. Something going on." No,
Right.
Everything else was safe. Other than that, everything else was awesome. But yeah, man, it's been quite a journey just tapping into something that felt good for me and sharing it with people, you know?
Awesome. That's dope.
Dope.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone have any more questions for Steffi the Light?
Nah, what's them bracelets on your hand? What they mean?
So I'm not
Yours.
I had at some point I was super into the crystals and tried that whole path, and I just said, this isn't for me. So these ones in particular don't have, any kind of
Oh, okay.
meaning other than I will share you guys the tree of life. This is one of my favorite symbols ever. Just because I just feel like, I'm a branch of a tree, but I'm also a trunk of a tree. You get what I'm saying? So I'm an
All right.
extension, and I'm in my ancestors' wildest dreams. My grandmother Barbara, who actually passed away when I was in Alaska, when she passed away, I felt so fueled. I didn't even cry. I said, all right, her name, this was her nickname was Barbie, right? Her name was Barbara, and call her Barbs and whatever. But when I found out that my grandma passed away, I felt there was a surge of power that came over me. There was a surge of fearlessness. And I said, you did good, girl. I got it. That's literally what I said. I said, Grandma, you did good. I got it. And I mean, my back stood up straighter. I felt a little bit more stronger, and again, I keep saying it's just going up. It just ever since then, just tapping into, like you said, Lou, that awakening just really helped me see clearer,
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Dope.
That's really
I
good.
like it. I like it.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you guys. Let me just say,
Right.
can I have my moment? She's
Sure.
close too. So let me
Sure.
just thank you guys because I randomly came across you guys on Instagram, and I don't know, something about it just seems so the process. Thank you for making that easy, but y'all just seem like real cool guys. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and like I said, that process that you have was very, very wasn't extra. ... Here you go. ... Here you go. And the vibe is right. So I'm sending a couple more people you guys' way. Just to talk about their stuff, and I appreciate this opportunity.
Thank you.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We
Thank you.
appreciate you. Thank you.
Right,
We appreciate you for giving us a chance to let us shine.
Oh, well, we want to thank Steffi the Light for coming through on episode 199.
199.
Before we go, we always like to know. I know you already said it like a couple of times. But before we go, we always like to know how people can find about Steffi the Light, Black Girls Hike 2, and anything else you want to talk about, and how they can find you. So, how can they find about that?
Faux show one more time for the more time. Black Girls Hike 2, everything spelled right. Nah, this is y'all show. Y'all set this up, so I'm activated. It is what it is, baby. Black Girls Hike 2, COO, everything spelled regular.com. I have all the scheduled hikes on there. I have adventures on there, all of it. And then Instagram, same thing, at Black Girls Hike 2, all spelled regular. And I am at Steffi the Light. Keep just keep up with us, man. We're going up and we're going global. I don't know how many times I got to tell you guys. It's across the world. We're not just in Delaware. We're going to be everywhere.
And you said the retreat's already sold out, right? You said it's
Retreat,
already...
yeah. Don't even check for us on the retreat. Gone.
It'll be
Next
backed
time,
by
next
popular
time.
demand. It'll be backed by popular demand.
Fall, I'm gonna do another retreat, y'all. Stop playing. Fall, I'm gonna do another retreat.
Okay.
Are you going back to the Poconos?
First of all,
Oh no, I'm sorry, Niagara
it's
Falls.
Niagara
Sorry,
Falls.
Niagara Falls. I'm sorry. 8 hours.
No,
8 hours trick knees. 8 hours and trick knees. That's Niagara Falls.
Talking about
Do
elder.
you get? Are you
elder
getting?
like that?
Or do they have to get passports? Are y'all gonna go on Canada too?
right. So that was a popular question, and what I said was, it was whoever signed up. Now, if I get a bunch of baddies that signed up that have their passports, we would go. But at the same time, I think a lot of stuff would limit us if we said you must have this. But the ones that had they ready was ones that didn't have it. It was a let's see what it is. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's how I have to work right now. You feel me? But to answer your question about the fall retreat, I don't like to do the same location. I want new experiences. So even though it might be different people, I'm over Niagara Falls respectfully for that one. Yeah.
I mean, I understand. Like,
It's
I'm
the
just laughing at the voice.
the way the voice, the voice.
We're gonna go somewhere else. If y'all get some ideas, let me know. I'm always here for people's, good people's input. So yeah,
so it's an 8 hour radius though.
No, I pray she get a bigger bag and I can take these girls on, across the country. I don't know.
Okay,
Right.
it's a global radius. It's a global radius.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You like, I know. 10%. Yoda, 10%.
Say less because it might be on the shirt. It's a global radius. Do you understand how powerful that is?
I know.
I'm gonna dissect later.
I say something grandiose at least once an episode. I've done it. I've done it 199 times. Yeah.
All right.
You guys are lit. I like y'all.
All right, Lou, where can they find you?
This was fun. This was fun. I had a good time. Y'all can find me on March 25th at All the March Beer Project in Newark, Delaware, celebrating the 200th episode with my fine brothers, the actual brothers, Rob and Yoda. Y'all know where I'll be at on them Instagram, so there's no need to say that. Just come next Saturday. We 6 days away. When this podcast comes out, we'll be even less days away. And for the record, I ain't even going front. I'm fucking nervous as shit. So everybody come out and see how nervous and sweaty I'll be on stage.
All right. Yo,
just make sure you put that deodorant on. Just
heavy.
Yeah. Put a couple layers on.
Caked up. Yeah. And I'm gonna have the deodorant on the stage with me just in case.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
You want me to be?
They didn't sponsor this. Don't have it out.
I ain't gonna tell you which one. I just said deodorant, aluminum free.
Okay.
All right.
So you can find me with Lou, the same place Lou will be at on March 25th. But you can also find me on IG at IM302YOD Izzy.
All right.
That's it.
And you can find Bruising Banter Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Bruising Banter Podcast. You can listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can even say, Alexa, play Bruising Banter Podcast because we are on Amazon Music as well. You can even say on iHeartRadio and Pandora. You can go to www.bruisingbanter.com. Yep.
I gotta add one more thing. I'm so sorry, guys. I just remembered I have an open mic, and it's the first one of the year. I wanted to add that into the pod. April 13th, we're going to be at Dream Event Space in Chester. The event, it'll be on the website, and I'll be sharing on my Instagram page. But it's a light open mic. It's going to be hosted by comedian Dylan Tucker, comedy. It's going to be dope. So make sure you grab your tickets for the open mic too.
Word. Yeah.
And I'll be there at you guys. It's 200th episode. I'm coming out. I'm gonna bring some of my friends outside.
Bring them outside.
We got to. It's a good vibe.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out.
You can go to Bruising.
The bat rolls in your mouth.
That's that Philly Tim. That's that Philly Tim thing.
All right. What else? Oh, you go to www.bruisingbanter.com to get merch like this. I forgot. Like, you got on? I lost where I was going. Where I was at. If you want to follow me, Rob G, Rob Stay Bruising, there it is. Bing, 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 bing. And you will find me as well on March 25th at All the March Beer Project. You can go to www.bruisingbanter.com, hit events, and take you right to the flyer that takes you to the RSVP, so you can RSVP and be directly entered into the raffle that we'll be having that throughout the night from 5 to 9 at All the March Beer Project. Once again, we want to thank Steffi the Life for coming through for episode 199.
Thank you, Steph. Appreciate you making history. You're making history, young lady.
Until next time.
Have a good week, everyone.
Bye.
Be blessed.